today I'm going to be working on Del Sol again. I've got to take the power steering rack out of this thing because it's really bad. I'll show you why here in a little bit, but just in case you thought my struts might not be that bad, I'm going to show you just how bad they are. So anyway, yeah, that's a big pile of slag from welding because I had a lug nut that decided to break off. It's shear past the point of the threads on the lug nut itself. It's one of these special dealios, but anyway, I tried welding that piece back on, that didn't work. Tried welding sockets on there, that didn't work, so got the old extractor set off. Or got it off with the old extractor there. You just freaking hammer it on there and twist her off, and she came off there. So anyway, doing the power steering rack on this thing today, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the ball joints out. I don't really necessarily need to, but it's gonna make the job a lot easier if I do. So we're gonna do it. Hopefully these freaking nuts and stuff look pretty crusty, but we're gonna give her the old college try here. And yeah, definitely gonna be buying some new lug nuts here soon. So I was getting ready to take the power steering rack out, and I got to looking at the boots here that I fixed. Oh, I don't know. Look at these nuts, man. These nuts are so bad. Look at them. Oh, I don't need to do anything with that right now, but ooh, when I do, it's gonna be bad, bad. So anyway, oh, this is gonna be fun. So, yep, I'm gonna get to work. Alright, so what I was just doing was taking out the 14mm bolts here on this side, and then there's 17mm there, and another one up there. And now I just have the U-joint for the steering shaft on the inside of the car there, and it'll be completely free to be able to pull out, but our space here is really freaking tight. At least on this side, I don't think that thing's gonna come out there. I don't know. It's a pretty small space for how big that steering rack is. This is not looking good, but we're gonna see, I think that's 14mm. For that U-joint on the steering shaft, but we'll see here in a sec. Okay, so it actually looks like the infamous 10mm, and we'll have to take both of those bolts out. They should be slotted for that steering shaft. And yeah, so I'll have to turn it a bit to get to that other one, but go ahead and get those taken off. Alright, so U-joint for the steering shaft is out. I'm pretty much good to go at this point. My phone's on like 3 or 4%, so I'm going to have to go grab my charger. Probably hear it's freaking raining outside. But anyway, Gonna go ahead and go grab my phone charger, let it charge up for a little bit. I'm probably just gonna go ahead and yank this thing out of here, or try to, if I can. And alright, so I'm not too sure where I left off on the video anyway last night, but definitely have to drop subframe on this thing. If you take a look, see in here, the housing for the steering shaft and everything is pretty big. So see, I got the jack kind of holding the subframe up right now. I've already removed some of the bolts, but yep, gonna have to drop it, unfortunately. And I may have to get the exhaust and shift linkage and stuff out of the way. Not too sure yet, but I'm about to start wrenching on this thing, and not sure if I'm going to be recording because my phone's almost dead. And so I'm just going to try to power through this real quick, get her not over with, but pretty close to it, and I'll update you guys here in a little bit. So we have the new power steering rack here. I don't know where I left off on the last videos, but I just dropped this side of the subframe and loosened up the bolts over there on the other side, and it dropped down enough for me to get it out with taking this housing off for the power, the shaft here, the steering shaft here. So yeah, we're gonna just do the same thing for this new rack, just take this housing off and leak fluid everywhere and slide this new one in. But alright, boys and girls, I've got some parts there. I have moved the Delta a little bit. As you can see, I got the wheels back on now and drove it up on these nifty little ramps here because I was too lazy to jack it up. But I cleaned up my mess a little bit. I need to clean that up, you know, a little bit more. But anyway, got some parts here from O'Reilly's. What all we got here? This is basically a poor boy power steering delete. I'm gonna make it into a manual rack. Got some small 3/8 hose here, the original fitting from the power steering pump. This is one of the fittings also that goes into the power steering pump. Return or something, whichever one is feed and return. I think that's probably the feed because it's bigger, but got some of the twisty clamps there and another fitting to replace this one with. I actually just cut this one, as you can tell there, and I'm gonna replace it with a brass one, and it's a fuel line fitting, but we're not using it for that. So it is a M14 is what the thread was supposed to be, but yeah, this 1/4 inch it'll work. So yeah, I'm gonna throw that in there. I got some Teflon tape here to throw on those threads so it doesn't leak for sure. And basically just going to, which this one here has a nipple on it. So basically these two are just gonna run together now. Gonna just loop them together, and I'll show you that underneath the car. Okay, so don't look at that paint job. It's horrible. I know I didn't do it, but anyway, I've got the power steering belt off of the power steering pump. I've got the hoses still ran down there from the power steering pump. I'm just gonna keep them down there. The loop for the power steering rack is now in there. I'll show you what I did there. Oh, just got the fittings in there looped around so the fluid has somewhere to go, or a little bit of space to go whenever you're, you know, turning it and stuff. But I'm just gonna zip tie. Got that hose right there, and then that left over from the one that broke off right up there. I'm just gonna zip tie them together, leave them in there. It'll be fine. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the power steering rack. I went ahead and aligned the tires the best that I could, just using you know, my eye alignment tool. And you know, since it was up on the ramps, I figured it'd be good to just go ahead and knock that out, and it looks pretty freaking good to me. So we're just gonna ride it like that. These tires, you know, they got some dry rot, they got flat spots. I don't give a crap about them. Gonna be looking for some new wheels for this thing here soon anyway, and I'd like to do a 5-lug conversion on this thing, but I don't know. I mean, it really doesn't need it. It's not a big car. It's 2,200 pounds. I'm sure there's probably quite a few CRVs out in local junkyard that I could rob the spindles and all that stuff off of if I wanted to do a 5-lug, which I think the CRV has like 36 mil axles and axle nuts and stuff. Just correct me if I'm wrong on that, but and then I think the Integra GSRs have like a 32 mil, which is the same as these. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's what I've read about the 5-lug swaps for these and stuff. Anyway, it's pretty freaking pricey to get all that stuff together to do a 5-lug swap, and it's one more lug, like whatever. There is a lot more options for wheels in a 5x100 setup than there is a 4x100 setup, but I think I'll be able to find something nice for these. And I don't know exactly what wheels I want to get, but this paint job is starting to bother me. If I did a K swap in it, I would 100% just leave it the way it is and make it, just keep it looking like a beater, and it actually, you know, has some vowels with it. I always wanted a good sleeper like that, but I don't know, it's kind of bothering me, so I may end up utilizing this paint booth. And if I do paint it, I've already got an idea of like a gunmetal gray, or I don't want to say Nardo gray. That gray is kind of light for what I'm wanting to go for, and I'd also like some metallic flake in it if I do end up painting it. But yeah, I'm thinking like a gunmetal gray with some gold wheels, bronze wheels, you know, something like that. I think that would look really freaking good on this car. And I still got my switch, or ignition switched on. But anyway, I'm gonna back it up off these ramps and take it for a little test drive, see how she does. Hopefully I don't die. I already tightened my lug nuts, and that's enough pitter patter. Let's get out of her. Well, doesn't seem to be too bad. Definitely get, you know, a lot harder feel to it than add power steering, but dropping stuff. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take it for a test ride. See how the alignment is. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and keep that out in case I want to adjust on her a little bit. But anyway, yep, let's go take her for a little spin, see how she does.